South Indian states witness good climatic conditions and adequate rainfall, which are favorable for coffee plantations. Chikmagalur or Chikmangaluru is known as the coffee land of Karnataka. It is the first place where coffee was grown in India dating back to 1670. It is said that Baba Budan, a Sufi saint, brought 7 coffee beans hidden in his beard on the way back from Mecca. He planted the beans on the slopes of the Chandragiri hills in Chikmangaluru district. This hill range was later named after him as the Baba Budan Hills. Arabica and Robusta are the 2 varieties of coffee seeds grown in these regions. Arabica has soft, sweet taste with ideal acidity, mostly grown in upper hills of Chikmangalur. And Robusta has more caffeine with lower acidity, grown in the low-level hills. Since then, coffee is grown and flourished in the regions of India, with Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu forming the traditional coffee growing regions in South India, followed by the non-traditional areas Andhra Pradesh and Orissa and the 7 sister states of Northeast India. Today, India is one of the biggest coffee producers in the world, with Karnataka contributing to an enormous 71% of the overall production. Indian coffee is said to be the finest coffee grown in the shade rather than direct sunlight, often intercropped with spices, which in turn helps coffee gain flavor and aroma. Ideal climatic conditions to grow coffee are related to temperature and rainfall, which is less than 40 inches. Too much rainfall is hazardous for the coffee plant to survive, as it may cause plant fungal diseases and rotting of plant leaves. Harvested ripe coffee berries contain parchment hull and pulp, which are to be removed to get the coffee beans. This process is attained using 2 methods: dry processing and wet processing. Coffee beans are fermented and washed, which is the preferred method for improved yields. The beans of different varieties and sizes are then blended to derive the best flavor. The next procedure is to roast either through roasters or individual roasters. Then the roasted coffee is ground to appropriate sizes. Finally, it's brewed and you have an aromatic, tasty cup of coffee. When the rest of India runs on chai, for the people in South India, it is something of a cultural identity. It is customary to offer a cup of coffee to any visitor. Nothing like a traditional cup of filter coffee that is deliciously smooth with the perfect mix of frothed and boiled milk with a decoction obtained by brewing finely ground coffee powder. This is specially made in a coffee filter made of brass or steel. It has 2 containers, one on top of the other. The upper container holds the coffee powder and it has holes that lets the brew drip into the lower container. The strong decoction is collected in the lower container. There is also a pressing disc for tamping the powder and a lid for keeping the decoction warm while brewing. This coffee is served in the traditional tumbler and davara. These coffee filters and davaras were traditionally made in a village near Kumbakonam in Tamil Nadu. The process of making filter coffee sounds technical, but it is very simple. It is an art handed down from generation to generation. This experience of creating your favorite cup of coffee at home is something you shouldn't miss.